We know which superstar is going to request a trade next, and I'm telling you, the results are insane. Zion Williamson predicted to shockingly request a trade in hopes of a fresh start after turbulent Pelicans stint. ESPN just released the poll, and these were the results. Zion with 10 votes, Giannis with 7, LeBron with 6, Ja Morant with 1, and Trae with 1. Zion Williamson is going to get traded this year, and with all the interesting moves the Pelicans have done this summer, it's becoming inevitable. Even when looking at their front office, they're trying to retool. David Griffin is no longer making the decisions there. Joe Dumars is the new man in town.
You know who else is on Zion Hills and Joe Dumars? It's not every day in Summer League that you see a GM sitting next to a star player during an entire game.
The Pelicans already got rid of Brandon Ingram last season. He's playing for the Raptors now. And remember, they also traded away CJ McCollum for Jordan Poole. That was an interesting move for me. But the biggest move for me this offseason for the Pelicans was trading away their 2026 first-round pick in exchange for drafting Derek Queen in the NBA draft. Derek Queen plays the same position as Zion and brings many of the same strengths and weaknesses on the court. That specific move by the Pelicans front office by drafting Derek Queen might be a subtle nudge that Zion may no longer be viewed as a guaranteed cornerstone of the franchise. So with that being said, Zion could request a trade, or the Pelicans could trade him at their own will. If Williamson can have a strong start to the season and avoid the injury bug that has plagued his career, it's feasible that he could seek a fresh start instead of remaining with the New Orleans franchise that seems stuck in neutral. Here are the 4 teams interested in Zion: the Pistons, the Hornets, the Suns, the Warriors. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring the channel. Easy Buckets family, the NBA season is about to start. NBA tickets are available now, and you have to buy them on SeatGeek because they're cheap. Download the app or go on the website, link is in the bio. And then on checkout, be sure to use my discount promo code EasyBuckets with an S at the end to get an extra $20 off your first purchase. Your cheap tickets on SeatGeek just became cheaper with my discount code. Cade Cunningham is one of the best young stars in the league, and he is leading the Pistons to newer heights. And Zion might just want in. Assuming nothing drastic happens, the Pistons already have a franchise star. So if Zion were to come to the team, he would be option number 2. But we've seen recently in the Eastern Conference, a move like this would really elevate a team, where originally a squad already has their star guard, and then a power forward comes in to elevate them. I'm talking about the Indiana Pacers, the team that just made it to the NBA Finals with Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam. If Zion were to join the Pistons, it would be a very similar situation. It would only elevate their roster. If the Pistons do want to maximize Cade's time there, they have to bring him a co-star. Given the fact they don't have many first-round picks besides their own, it means they're not going to be drafting in the lottery anytime soon. So a trade is their only option. Zion joining the Pistons, joining Jalen Duren in the front court, would literally be one of the most physically imposing front courts in the entire league. We know Zion would be an ideal pick-and-roll partner with Cade Cunningham, and with the Eastern Conference being depleted right now, now is the best time to strike. The Pistons can offer Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, and 2 first-round picks in exchange for Zion Williamson. I really love this trade for Cade because the depth around him would still remain. The Charlotte Hornets this year look to be on the right track in their rebuild because they were so successful in the NBA 2K26 Summer League. They won it all. Drafting Con Nupel was a huge win for them, and it seems like they're a team to watch in the Eastern Conference too. Pairing LaMelo Ball with Zion Williamson might just be NBA must-watch TV. Williamson could fit well in Charlotte due to the many shooters they have on the roster, and of course those alley-oop plays with LaMelo Ball would just be so much fun to watch. The Hornets trading for Zion would simply be very similar to the Pistons because they need to get out of the non-playoff drought, and bringing LaMelo, a co-star like Zion, could help them do it. This is the deal: Zion Williamson and Jose Alvarado in exchange for Miles Bridges, Trey Mann, Tidjane Salaun, and draft capital. But after trading away Kevin Durant, Devin Booker needs a new power forward star partner. And with Devin Booker expected to not be leaving Phoenix anytime soon, to keep him happy, bring in Zion Williamson, trade whatever you have to trade, and watch the Phoenix Suns start winning games. The Suns can offer Jalen Green, Nick Richards, and a second-round pick in exchange for Zion. This trade keeps Devin Booker happy as there's still some decent depth around him, bringing in Zion. But we want to see the Golden State Warriors make a huge splash this summer. And over the past couple of seasons, the Warriors have rumored to already be targeting Zion because he would be a natural fit around Steph. The biggest piece for this trade is revolving Jonathan Kuminga. Can they successfully agree on a sign and trade that of course swaps him to go to New Orleans, where Zion comes into the Bay Area? Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Trayce Jackson-Davis in exchange for Zion Williamson. Don't get any draft capital involved, a simple young star for a star trade. This would finally awaken the Golden State Warriors' quiet off season and then start a domino effect on the more moves they have to do after bringing in Zion. But for all Pelicans fans, at this moment, they want to see how they do first before making any big moves, especially with their new front office. The Pelicans trading away Zion is a keep an eye on situation.
But having him at that size and seeing him healthy all the time is going to be a problem. That's the same thing I'm seeing when I see the young guy, Queen. I see that same body type. It scares me when I look at the league because I look at the league now and I see that everybody is in that form of we can run, we can stay up and down the floor, but we are very, very skilled.
Within the organization, sources indicate to FastBreakJournal.com that the Pelicans are not actively exploring trade scenarios involving Williamson, though no player is believed to be truly untouchable. Dumars maintains flexibility as he shapes the roster under a new leadership structure.
And he told me that Zion is on the right path and he's on Zion heels like a pair of church socks to make sure that he goes in the right direction and do what he needs to do to be available and play high-level basketball. I'm all in with the Pelicans.
I love watching Zion play when he is out there and when he is healthy. I think that he is excellent. I'm struggling to go with you on this one, Perk, in a crowded Western Conference, seeing them being a team like maybe they're competing for the 9-10. I might be wrong. Amon, it seems like this team will go as Zion goes, and we've said that a lot the last couple of years.
So ultimately, I want to know your thoughts. What is going to happen with Zion Williamson this year? Is he even going to play in more than 30 games? Will he request a trade, or will the Pelicans trade him themselves? Let's get a chat going in the comments below. But the biggest NBA scandal has finally come to an end, and we're hearing rumors that Malik Beasley is an available free agent, and there are many teams that are eyeing him because he can contribute to a winning team. Check out this video for all the details, but other than that, take it easy, God bless. See y'all next time on Easy Buckets. Peace.